Every month you are interacting with your finances in some way. Either you're receiving a paycheck, you're spending money on restaurants, maybe you're making an extra debt payment. Regardless, there are intentional and consistent money habits that you can make every single month. I'm going to be sharing my own 7 positive money habits that I do every single month that helps me stay in control and confident with my finances. Let's get started. Hey guys, it's Justine with Debt Free Millennials, the channel to help you crush your debt and live payment free. And part of that debt free mindset and continuing to live a debt free life is instilling positive money habits every single month that help you stay on track and stay focused to reach your financial goals. Once you reach a financial goal, such as maybe paying off debt or building up that starter emergency fund or maybe saving up for something big like a down payment, your finances don't stop. You continue to refine and make new goals, and I find that making positive money habits every single month helps me come up with new ideas and get creative with my finances. The number one positive money habit that I do is I go over my budget every single month. A budget basically is just a plan for your spending. It's a plan for your money. It's telling your income exactly how you want it to be allocated, how you want to spend on the fun stuff, and how much money you want to put towards things like debt or savings. A simple plan that you can use either with a spreadsheet, a budgeting app, or maybe even just a pen and paper and putting it down on a journal. Don't forget, I always have my free budget toolkit that you can access by using the link below. This is the same spreadsheet that I've used for more than 10 years to fine-tune my income and expenses, and tracking that with my husband every single month through the form of beers and budgeting. Be sure you catch those episodes every month on the channel. Second money habit to that is tracking your spending. So tracking the spending is so crucial, especially if you have spending problem areas that you want to address. Typically when I'm working with my one-on-one budget coaching students through Budget Bootcamp, this is looking like restaurants and shopping. Those two typically are the big overspenders and the biggest culprits of why the budget may not be working. Once you get intentional by tracking it, and maybe you're using a spending tracker from my How to Control Your Spending workbook, where you're literally writing just for 30 days, you're writing every single month. What date, where was I at, what did I spend money on, how much was it? Did that transaction actually translate to a positive experience for me, or do I feel kind of negative about it? Getting in touch with the emotions behind the spending is going to help you keep from overspending and keep things on track. The third positive money habit I do is I automate my savings. Automating the savings just makes it a really hands-off approach to savings, which I love because I have a lot of other things in my life that I need to be hands-on for, such as building my business or caring and providing for my daughter. One of the things that I feel like I can just take a backseat on is by automating the savings. So I primarily do this with our down payment fund. I also do this with my vacation fund, where I'm putting $100 per month set aside into a high yield savings account. With the down payment fund, because that's our biggest financial goal right now, we're putting $1,000 per month every single month into a separate savings account so that we can continue to build that. Those things are automated, and you can actually do this through banks like Ally or Capital One. You can connect it to an external primary bank and then set up the recurring contributions into that account. I don't have to think about it, and if I need to pause for whatever reason, I can go into the account and pause or skip a month and then resume my automatic contributions. The fourth habit that I do along with automating savings is automating investing. Now, I primarily do this with a SEP IRA. This is a self-employed IRA that I have built as my retirement plan because I'm self-employed. This for you could look like a 401k or a 403b or maybe a TSP plan. If you are a W-2 income earner, automating those retirement contributions is key to success here. And another pro tip is that if every year or every time you get a bump in pay, that that should be your reminder to bump up your contributions towards your retirement. Now for 2023, the max contribution limits for a 401k is $22,500. If you can work on just continually to increase those contributions up to that max, you're going to be in a really good place. So just kind of work on, okay, if I'm contributing 2% per paycheck right now, and the next time I get a bump in my pay or my salary, could I contribute to 5%? Or check, am I contributing up to the employer match? If I'm not, let's just go ahead and do that right now. Let's see how that impacts the paycheck and make sure that I'm staying on top of my investments. Automating that is so key and such a positive way to see that retirement account build up over time. The fifth positive money habit that I do, and you're probably not going to be expecting this, but I pick up spare change. You're like, what? Well, how is that positive? You're gonna pick up a penny on the ground? Yes, I do. I always pick up spare change because I find it to be good luck. I'm kind of into like, okay, this is kind of lucky that I found money. And also I find that it just makes me more appreciative of the things that I already have. So anytime I pick up spare change, I am grateful for that and I say thanks. A quarter, awesome. I've literally found a quarter, nickel, dimes, pennies all the time. And I just pick it up and I say thanks. I say thanks to God. I just say thanks to the city for providing in just a little way. And I just carry it around as just luck that I have. And it's a reminder, more than this, it's a reminder that says money is all around me. Money is all around me, and if I'm avoiding it or I'm saying I'm above that amount, I'm doing it wrong, because there's nothing more humbling than picking up some change and saying like, I could use this. This is where I started. This is where I want to continue to build. And I think anytime that you can pick up spare change is just kind of a moment of humility, and it teaches me to kind of stay grounded with my money mindset. And number 6, speaking of gratitude, my positive money habit here is giving thanks and gratitude to the money that flows into my bank account and the money that flows out. So money is energy. It's constantly moving back and forth, and I give thanks to that because money has provided so many opportunities for me. It has provided me opportunities to pay off $35,000 in student loan debt in 2 years, 5 months. It's provided me to build a 6-figure salary. It has provided me the opportunity to send my child to a really awesome daycare. It's provided me a roof over my head in a really cool city to live in. And so I think about gratitude, no matter how little or how big your income might be. I give thanks and gratitude to my money every single month. I typically can do this whenever I am opening up my checking account, seeing some new paychecks come in, or when I'm working on my budget. I love having that budget open on my, in fact, spoiler alert, I guess, let me admit something to you that I've not admitted before on the channel, is that I will typically have my budget open in a tab on my Google Chrome on my browser pretty much the entire week. And having it open on my computer is a constant reminder of like, hey, we're doing this month. We're hitting our financial goals. So the next time that you want to scroll on Amazon or shop on one of your shopping apps, just remember, keep it within budget and remember what the bigger goals are. And the 7th positive money habit that I do every month is I do a money meditation. This kind of does not look in the traditional sense of where I am meditating alone in a closet, sitting cross-legged and thinking about money. More so, I like to think about money and the dreams that I have for it in the future. How can I best use it, and how can I best provide for the future that I want? Am I building money to achieve those future dreams? So I like to do this by keeping a notes app in my phone, and particularly because Kyle and I are saving for our first home, we have kind of built this wish wish list of what our dream home would include. So we're like, okay, we definitely want like blackout blinds, like nice blinds installed. We want a tankless water heater. We want a hot tub. We want a fire pit. We want, you know, farmhouse kitchen sink. All of these things are located in my dream home notes on my phone. And that's a way that I can start utilizing money to say, this is the direction that I want you to go in the future. You can also do this on Pinterest and just kind of create almost like a vision board for your money. I've also done a map on a journal where I just basically did kind of bubbles of different things that I wanted for our lives. So like hobbies, dream home, what does retirement look like? And then kind of start filling in the blanks with my ideas of, hey, I think it would be awesome to do a food truck or do a coffee truck when I retire. And this is how I could use that money. So maybe it's not so much as a meditation, it's more of taking time to envision what money can do for me in the future, because I feel like where my mind goes, the money follows. So I'm trying to get better and more intentional about that money mindset, because I think so often I can talk myself down and say, oh, you know, I only deserve so much money right now because that's just what I'm worth, when I know that I deserve and can fulfill so much more, and I can absolutely make more to achieve those dreams. So those are my 7 positive money habits. I hope that you take just one nugget here and start implementing it every single month. If I was you, I would start with the budget first, going over your budget every single month. Once you get into consistency with that, you're going to make a ton of impact and also be intentional with money again. Instead of letting it float around and do its thing by itself, bring it back in for a hug, give it some direction. You're going to feel that much more calm and confident with your personal finances moving forward. If you want to take this deeper and you need some structure and confidence boosters, don't forget to check out my budget coaching program, Budget Bootcamp, which is linked below. You and I can work together one-on-one for the next 3 months to get intentional and put in some of these positive money habits. Give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next one.